People have asked me why I want to run for office now. We need a new way of thinking and a new perspective. We've lived through 3 systemic shocks to the system over the last 20 years. 9/11, the Great Recession, and now this pandemic. And we still haven't fixed things.
In terms of leadership, Alex makes sure everyone is included. What makes him tick is his love and respect for people.
Alex has a very unique background. This isn't politics as usual.
With Alex, you get a different feeling, a different vibe, and that's what Wisconsin needs, change.
I want to ask our companies to earn their tax cuts. If their manufacturing operations and supply chains are coming from America, if they're paying their workers $20 an hour and continuing to do things that make this country better, then great, you've earned your tax cut. I want to create a workers' bill of rights that protects workers and ensure that people are paid a fair and living wage, given the right to unionize and bargain. When we were building Fiserv Forum, we were able to create over 10,000 jobs and bring new people into the workforce.
It wasn't just about building an arena, it was about building a city and providing opportunities for folks. Alex Lasry really took a hands-on approach and did these job town halls so that people who live directly in our neighborhoods, who were unemployed or underemployed, had the opportunity to come and work and build up this fantastic arena.
When we did the project labor agreement, we included percentage language to include women, minorities, veterans, women-owned businesses.
I've never been on a job where it's been so many women included on one project. It felt good.
It was also about ensuring that we had a project that could be labeled Made in Wisconsin. So that's why 80% of the materials used to build Fiserv Forum were sourced from Wisconsin. And we wanted to make sure that we did our part in protecting the environment. And so we made sure that we built Fiserv Forum as the highest LEED certified arena in North America. We've been able to use progressive values to build a strong and profitable business. What happened this summer with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Jacob Blake and many others was devastating to not only our community, but to the country.
When the Jacob Blake shooting happened, I went down there to make sure that we marched with those protesters. It was great to have Alex Lasry right next to me marching on behalf of the family, on behalf of this community.
It's one thing for players to go out on the street, especially players who are African American. But Alex didn't just leave it to the players. Alex has been on the forefront of this from the beginning.
What we all too often, I think, see in Washington is people talking about the problems rather than actually trying to do something about it.
The Milwaukee Bucks have always been a good ally to the LGBTQ+ community, but Alex Lasry truly has taken it to the next level. He was always on the ground in person, sleeves rolled up, Obama style, and that was really moving for me.
I got my first job out of college working in the Obama White House. I was inspired by President Obama's call to action.
Alex and I come from 2 different worlds. I grew up in Milwaukee in some of the most depressed neighborhoods that you can imagine. But here I am endorsing Alex Lasry, who lived a completely different life growing up than I did, to be the next United States Senator for Wisconsin. And I'm doing that because of the person that Alex has shown himself to be to me.
Alex Lasry has the fire in the belly.
Alex has the heart to want to change and make change. He's a guy that cares for the people.
So many suits came through that job and they just walked right past you. You're just the worker. But Alex did not do that. You know, every time he seen me, he gave me a hug. Bring it in, Nita.
He's the kind of person that a union member like me can count on.
The guy has an amazing heart, an amazing wealth of character, of determination. Alex is the guy that's gonna step out into the streets and protest when he doesn't have to.
There's one thing to have money, but there's another thing to be respectful of people and demonstrate that respect.
What I found in Alex is someone who is very genuine, someone that I could actually be friends with.
It's so important that we have somebody who's honest and just keeps their word, and that is Alex. That is Alex Lasry.
That's the kind of guy I want on my side. That's the kind of guy I will march shoulder to shoulder with any day.